personally, I'm wanting the same damn thing. As you know, I named my show The Undisputed Truth. Personally, I wanted to name it Boxing, Bitches, and Lawsuits, but that's all that happened. But my wife's an attorney, you know, they're pretty domesticated now, and now I'm here in Washington, D.C. at the Warner Theater Entertainment. Crazy when you think about me, Mike Tyson, a prolific Prozac popper, notorious ear-biting now stage performer. I'm sure weirder things have happened, huh? Nah. This is some weird shit. Now, I promise you, I'll all leave here in 2 years tonight, okay? But you know, I did do my show on Broadway, and many people thought that was my first time on Broadway, but it wasn't. I actually got arrested on that very same street. Many years ago, of course, many years ago. I like to consider that arrest one of my defining moments, because if I hadn't got arrested that particular night, I would have never went to that particular detention center. And if I didn't go to that detention center, I would have never met my mentor. If I didn't meet my mentor, I would have never became the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. So I like to think that night we were still police officer for arresting that badass black kid that night. Being through a street fighter. The older kids would bring other kids from their neighborhood that were supposed to be good street fighters to fight me on my block, right? And actually, they had to bring me on my block because I was only 10 and my mother wouldn't let me leave the block. So we would go in the alleyway, or the skinny man alleyway, and the older guys, they were betting on us like we were dogs or chickens. And man, they would be surprised that I was this fat kid with glasses. I was slamming people and laying their ass out, and I even bit some people then. I was already a legend in the making, right? At least in my head, right? So I thought I would use my newfound talent as an asset to my new crime enterprise, right? I guess it wasn't a good venture because I got caught and finally sent away. Although I have a reputation for being a good street fighter, I never in a million years thought I was going to be a prize fighter. I wanted to be a prize fighter. I just knew I wanted to be known for something great. I didn't know what, a gangster, some street guy. I love the gangsters in my neighborhood.
I'm a bad man! I shoot up the wall! I shoot up the wall!
I can remember like it was yesterday, Muhammad Ali came to visit Spofford Juvenile Detention Center where I was locked up there. And he lit the place up with charisma and personality. And I knew right there, I didn't know how I was going to do, but I knew I wanted what Muhammad Ali had. I wanted people to be around me and look up to me and be in my presence because I was special. At the time, I was just training at the Tryon School for Boys, a detention center that I would eventually get transferred to, right? He taught the boys how to box there and stuff. And I remember being in the hole and I'm seeing the boys come back to the dorm, and they got cracked ribs, they got bloody nose, missing teeth, but they were happy. I wanted to be happy too. So I said, yo, I said, yo, what's going on over there? And they go, oh, you was doing the whole fuck, oh shit, man, let's do it, man. And I wanted to be in this program so bad, but he ignored me. He thought I was a troublemaker. Say with me, suckers.
What's it been like, this roller coaster? It's been torture. It's been pure hell. It's been worse than anything I could possibly imagine. I'm not talking about once a week, I'm talking about every day. Some kind of battle, some kind of fight.
All right. Want me to talk about this shit, don't you? Okay, fine. Just 1 minute, though. I better mention this shit, because after Robin hears about this show, she's going to use it as some kind of way to relaunch her career the same way she's been trying unsuccessfully for the last 25 years. Robin, you want to know why people hate you, huh? This is why. I ain't seen this shit gold. During this whole time, right, during our separation, and even a little bit after our divorce, me and Robin, we still fucking though, right? And then the kids here, my kids here? What I meant to say, we're still having relations, you know. And we're laying up in bed, laughing at the nude footage of our epic battles and shit. Ooh, so one day we're going through our divorce. So one day before I go see my divorce lawyer, I decide I stop by Robbins and get a stroke session going. Well, it's not Robbins' house, it's really well, it's not my house either, but you know, you look like you're in love, so you know when you buy a lot of gifts, you give a girl a lot of gifts, and the gift supersedes the price of the house, but you think it's your house, but it's not, right? That was the situation. So I'm ringing the doorbell. I'm ringing the doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong. No one answers the door. I ring again. Ding dong, ding dong. No one answers the door. So as I'm going to my car to tell my attorney what kind of pigs Robin and their mother is, right? I see a car coming up. By the way, it's 88, and by then I'm very wealthy in 88. I don't have no money now, but in 88 I was fat cat fever, right? But anyway, the name Cus D'Amato and Mike Tyson will forever be synonymous with one another. You can't mention my name without reference to Cus's legacy, and nor can you mention Cus's name without any reference to my legacy. Cus told me the moment he met me what exactly would happen if I listened to Cus. Okay, he said, now listen, Mike, if you really want to do this, I'm going to put you into the locals, then I'm going to put you into the regionals, I'm going to put you into the nationals, and I'm going to win the Olympics too. Then after that, you'll be the youngest heavyweight champ of all time. Yeah, because as of now, I hold the record with Floyd Patterson at 21. You could do it at 20. You'd be the youngest and the greatest of all time. Only if you listen to me now. So Cus says this shit to me without any hesitation, right? So I'm thinking this guy's a pervert or something. Everybody's always trying to fuck you or something. So Cus made me believe this was going to be an easy task. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, right? I'm only 12. But when I got discouraged, as I often did, he was massaging my mind with this great thought of exotic worlds and great treasures. Everything he said sounds so foreign to me, but I love the sound of it. We are venturing off on a magnificent adventure like two pirates ready to claim our riches and to decimate anyone standing in our way. This old Italian man made me hunger for glory like a mad dog. But this time it was different. My friend Bob Kemp, who was a 5%er, he's older than us. He's like 19, 20 at the time. And for the people here not familiar with 5%ers, he's supposed to be a righteous brother. So, Bob Kemp. Nah, nigga, nah. Yeah, this shit ain't for you no more, man. Nah, man, fuck that shit. Go back up there with them white folks, man. I'm telling you, man. This ain't no fucking Amos and Andy. This is love, nigga. Shit, I wish I had me some white people that love me, man. You know, a week later, Bob Kemp got murdered, and I was with him, but I left. And everybody thought, when they heard he got shot, they thought I was with him, because I left the dice game with him. I walked off, but I got in the cab later. But often wonder if I didn't listen to him, went back upstate with these white people. I don't know if I've been around to tell you this story. But not everybody was happy for my success. No, no. There's some haters. You know there's going to be some haters, right? There's some haters. We need the haters to motivate us. So they resented my fast rise and close ties with Cus. In particular, a top trainer named Teddy Atlas. Yeah. He didn't like Cus telling him, yo, drop those fights right now, leave him right here and work with Mike. He thought I was arrogant and spoiled, and I guess I was. But what he thought didn't matter, because Cus had my back, and my talent was undeniable. So, Teddy has a sister-in-law, right? I grabbed her ass. I don't know which hand, but I know I grabbed her ass. So listen, right now, has anybody ever... These look like some real decent black people. I know some good looking, all right. I'm gonna go to the balcony. So anyway, you know, when your mind plays these tricks, the fantasies in your mind, the fantasy that goes on in your head, you know, the fantasy say, whoa, this is going on, this is beautiful stuff going on in my head, it's feeling good. But if you make the move I tell you to make, this fantasy in your head that's getting you off will be a reality. Everyone gets that, no matter, everyone gets that. You say, well, this shit's gonna, but not this time, right? Bad idea, right? So I thought, my mind was telling me, if you do this, you could be doing this. That's not what happened, so I did it. So they didn't want to have the thing, when someone say do this, and you say if you do this, this will happen. It wasn't a good response. It wasn't a good response. It was like, whoa, like when I did it, and she didn't say, but like, she looked at me and you just knew, oh shit, I fucked up. So now it's 6 p.m., right? It's 6 o'clock, and she told Teddy, because he looks mad at the gym, and keep in mind, Teddy has this bad back from a car accident, and he's always cracking it, and it goes like this. Move your head, Mike. Move, duck. And I'm not trying to make fun of any particular kind of people or illness, but he reminds me, he resembles a guy that has Tourette's, Sphinx type, probably, right? But anyway, so I see us, so I said, boy, we're going to get it on. We're going to get a quickie, and we're going to put a girlfriend in the living room somewhere. So I noticed a little grayish white silhouette in the passenger side. So I'm thinking it's one of her white girlfriends from that whack-ass show Head of the Class. Remember that shit? But as she gets closer, I notice it's not one of her white girlfriends from the Head of the Class. It's more like a white guy she's giving head to, right? Probably giving head to, right? And you won't believe who this motherfucker is. Why'd you come watch the show then? You know your ass home, gave me tickets to somebody else. Yeah, grab the shit pit, right? Really pretty motherfucker. Pretty. But you should have saw, well, yeah, I know it's cute. You should have saw a look on his face when he saw my black ass. I didn't know I see this white motherfucker right here, right? Alright, so we gotta go switch to a different. So at first, right, he gets out the car, he don't even know. So he's right here. He's right here. The windshield's right here, he's looking. And he had this high Beach Boy, looked grungy, looked like he smoked that doobie dude, right? When this motherfucker sees me though, right? He goes pre-Matrix, because this 88 Matrix was out. He goes, fuck, shit, Mike type, don't strike, please don't hit my face. I started this shit, Mike, please. You kept going over lines, Mike, she was talking about you the whole time, guy. And, man, for what it's worth, my two, so you guys can be bigger than the Cosby, man. Just keep black family alive. Oh, what the fuck, you don't hit this thing. And, I'm gonna fuck this white motherfucker up, right? I'm ready to fuck her, you know. We know, right? We know we don't like these white motherfuckers putting the piggy in us, right? So anyway, my wife hates when I say that shit. But anyway, right? I was gonna whoop his ass, right? But he was just so handsome and good looking and cute. I didn't know to fuck him up or to fuck him. Give me some head. But they just knocked the starts out of me, man. And I came there like a wild stallion ready to stroke and left like a little noodle. Look at them. Don't they look like a broke down version of Robert Redford and Pearl Bailey? Funny how life works, right? Brad wasn't shit then and Robert kind of was. Now she's a cold fart and Brad is hot as shit. Brad, I need some work, baby. Give me a job. Matter of fact, better yet, you have to adopt me, okay? I know this game between your wife. I don't know each other. Just adopt me, okay? Then Robert filed for divorce later that year. Then I make a deal with the devil. I signed my life with the Don King. Tyson Ides, y'all, knock, 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 the drugs are gonna keep clicking, nigga. Shit, oh yeah, fuck you. Only in America, baby. Ain't nothing American about you. You pull his pants down, you see a stamp on his ass that made in China, man. So then my divorce was final on Valentine's Day. I'm dealing with all these emotions. My pussy supply is cut off. And Dawn had me set to fight Frank Bruno 2 weeks after my divorce. In spite of all my problems, I still won and knocked out Frank Bruno. A little while later, 5 weeks later, I knocked out Carl Latrice Williams in 93 seconds. Found out he was a lie. And oh, God bless his soul. They may rest in, I heard he just passed away. Fuck. May he rest in peace, God. Please forgive me. Shortly thereafter, I flew to Japan. Oh God, shortly thereafter, I flew to Japan to fight James Buster Douglas. Check this out.
For the first time in his career, Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not gonna make it.
Now, thank you. I love you as well. I didn't think I was going to lose, but I didn't know how the hell I was going to win. I was partying. I wasn't training properly. And this is another word, guys. I'm supposed to be practicing abstinence. Hell, I could barely pronounce it. How am I going to practice it? It's an old folklore that if you had sex before a fight, you're going to get weak and die. And I didn't believe that, neither did Cuss. Cuss thought it was something. He said, that's some fun and control. It didn't stop you from having sex, it didn't stop you from breathing. And I didn't want to stop breathing. So, matter of fact, I actually knocked Buster Douglas out in the 8th round. Yeah. There's a 13-second count. You watch for yourself, dude.
Hold on, Tyson, get the time. The drop's Buster Douglas. It goes up to 2 and 3 and 4. His eyes are sitting up very clear. It's up to 7 and 8. And here it is at 9. Is he going to get out? Yes, he does.
Man. You know, back then I picked a lot of technical. Listen, right? You know, by that time, I was younger. I pissed a lot of people. I was an arrogant, smart, you know. I'm a young kid, 19 and shit. I'm a champ and stuff. And I still eat at Burger King and McDonald's, though. You know, and Burger King and McDonald's, everybody knows, has that long fucking line. That's why you go in the drive-in, right? Not me. I come up there, say, come on, nigga, you know what time it is, motherfucker. Get the fuck out the way. Nigga don't die for fries, motherfuckers, right? Fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here, you bitch. Get the fuck. Excuse me, man. Man, please have 3 Big Macs, man. Small fries, man. And a large chocolate vanilla milkshake, please. No, fuck you, man. Like, thank you, man, excuse me, I'm sorry, man. Man, matter of fact, pay for everybody's food, but please don't pay for that asshole right there. And so I knew I wasn't going to get any breaks, and none of this shit was going to get trouble. I'm in one ballroom represented by 50 states of beautiful black women. So I'm young and bored. Fuck you laughing at me. So listen, right, I'm a young boy guy, so when I'm invited to be a guest at the Indiana Black Expo, I jumped to the opportunity. I had no idea this one decision would change the course of my life again. Now, there's a lot of things back then I could have gone to prison for, but this wasn't one of them. Although I understood the seriousness of the case, I really believed that justice would prevail and that the evidence would vindicate me. However, I was convicted before the trial ever started. You know, I really like to go back and read my transcripts and understand how I'm facing 63 years and only did 3 years of a 10-year sentence that the judge, Patricia Gifford, who was nicknamed the hanging judge by the inmates, took 4 years off my sentence. Now, what black man you know got convicted of rape in Indiana and only did 4 years? It wasn't like I had a great fucking attorney. I could have did better with Joe Pesci for my fucking cousin Vinny. Don King, my man. Fuck you again, all right? So, I put this tramp stamp on my face because I want to, okay? Fuck you. Like it so Maui tribal symbol, and I like this. Thank God for my great tattoo artist, because my first idea was to put a bunch of hearts on my face. Can you imagine that? You know that got my ass last time. Glad he talked me out of that. So, after the tattoo, I retired from boxing shortly after that. And that's when things really got out of hand with my drug addiction. See, it's dangerous when a guy like me, I have nothing holding me back, nothing to do. My low self-esteem takes over the wheel, fueled by my big ego. Man, what an explosive combination. And a lot of people always ask me, Mike, when did you know you had a problem with cocaine, Mike? When was your rock bottom, Mike? As Oprah would say, Mike, what was your aha moment, Mike? So I knew things got bad when I was arrested in 2006. I got arrested for cocaine possession, but what I really did was almost hit the cop car. Who the fuck does that, really? And the cops even told me, they said, Mike, we knew you had a problem. Can you believe this guy said this? Listen, you gotta believe these fucking cops. He said this. Phoenix cop. Well, Mike, we knew you had a problem, Mike. We always knew you had a problem, Mike, but we were hoping you made the left turn and you just kept going. But you came straight at it, Mike. What you expect to do, Mike? You came straight at it. I know you can't believe this. This is really what happened, man. So I'm in this holding cell, and I'm feeling real low, and that cocaine started coming down. It started getting sober, and you start, ooh. And so, this is real talk. I don't know if well, listen, okay? When you're locked up, it never fails, There's always this genius, smart, creepy white guy that's in the system. It's always in the system. Even though he knows the system, I believe he's better than the system, so he goes like this. And he's free too, so he's like a little white guy, and he's walking around all the different races, and he goes like this. Everybody respects him. He goes, hey, champ, what you in for? And I'm really low. My spirits, I don't know. I was into cocaine. I was doing cocaine. This your first arrest? No. I have a lot of felonies. This is my first arrest. I think I'm really in trouble now. And he said, no, but this your first arrest for cocaine and drugs. I said, this is the first time I've ever been arrested with cocaine. Yes, sir. This little skinny nigga, I said, yes, sir. This is the first. And then he said, well, don't worry about it, champ. You're okay. They can't arrest you. They have to help you first. I said, what? And then this white motherfucker said this. According to law 4902, take a puff or two. They got to give you help before they send you to jail. I said, what? Once he told me that, I wasn't sad no more. So once the intake guy that comes, the diagnostic guy, you know, and he goes like, oh champ, I look up to you, I love you, my family, love you, champ, I'm so sorry about the situation, champ, and he goes, champ, please don't take a picture, champ, I'm hoping to use cocaine, champ. I said, whenever I get my hands on it. You know, I said, I can't help it, I used to love cocaine, man. I shoot it in my toes, I do whatever. Cocaine, man. And I didn't want no help, I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to do that 9 fucking years. So following that 2006 arrest, I went to rehab, the best forced decision I ever made in my life. Okay? And I came home in 2007. I had a few relapses because they always say, anybody that's in the program, they always say this, listen to this, if you're an ex-alcoholic or a drug addict, they always say this, relapse is a part of recovery. And I was ready to recover because I was a relapse artist. I was a long one, many highs and many lows. But it's motivating the man who stands here before you today, bearing his triumphs and his fears, emotionally naked as I came into this world. God bless you and please. Thanks, Mike.